Do you know that yours truly has written a new book? Well, he has. It is called The Recovering Nice Guy. Now, what is it about? If you're a man and you're watching this channel, and you are a man and you are watching this channel, you have consumed a ton of PUA content, haven't you? Tons and tons and tons of dating advice. You know lines, you know routines, you know negs, openers, situational openers and closers and all of that stuff. But the truth is that while that stuff has helped you to some degree, it hasn't really given you what you want, has it? It hasn't. Like, there is still a disconnect between you and the women with whom you want to connect. That's why I wrote this book, The Recovering Nice Guy. It is about the fact that true connection and that true deep attraction, the integration, comes not from knowing tons of lines, tons of routines, but from being the man who naturally magnetizes women to him and naturally magnetizes a great life, which of course pulls women into his orbit. If that sounds appealing, if that sounds intriguing, if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, something you want in your life, read my book, The Recovering Nice Guy. There's a link on screen right now and it will change your life. People always laugh, right? But it actually helps to like loosen me up a little. You see? Don't you feel better?
Okay,
though? Yeah. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's do a big one, right? So,
okay.
3, 2, 1. All right. So, hello, welcome to another episode. By the way, Ray, leave that in. Ray's my editor. Okay. Leave that in, Ray. Another episode of the Man Manual podcast. There we go, hosted by me. Now, if you have a functioning pair of eyeballs, you can see that I'm sitting opposite a human who has 2 breasts and a vagina. Oh. Right? Now,
true.
The media... Yeah, true. The media would have you believe that humans like are the enemy, right? Because these bitches ain't shit, apparently. Right? And then like there's like a gender war going on, where it's like, you know, these men ain't shit.
Sad.
And like people don't understand each other.
Yeah.
And like everyone's the enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're battling on either sides. But if you are a man who's watching this, you know that that's a load of BS. And we don't want to live in that world. And what we're about here is understanding.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love it.
You like the sound of that?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right then, so with that, let me introduce my guest for today, Imani. Hello.
Hello.
And something I want to say, right? So, a couple weeks ago, I thought to myself, I don't have enough black women on this platform. And I think I said
and
that
that's how
to
he literally approached me. He's like,
Yeah.
I need more black women. And
I
was
do.
Like, okay.
I do.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like,
and
if you want representation, I will give you
like,
that.
I want equal representation. There we go.
Yes.
So thank you for being here to help. And as you said to me before we started, you said, what the hell are we going to talk about?
Oh, yeah.
And I said, well, I'm just basically going to ask you what's it like being you, and then you're going to talk. So, what's it like being you? With your seemingly American self?
What's it like being me? It's pretty good being me, I won't lie. So, there's many aspects to that.
And you're married, right?
Yes, I'm married. I've been married for 6 years. I've been with my husband, though, for 12 years.
12.
And I think, so my love life is good. My friendship life is good. My family is good. I'm happy. I live in Bali. Obviously, like everybody, I have problems and I have issues, but I feel like I've done a lot of therapy and inner work to be able to have the tools to deal with those problems. And yeah.
What problems and issues have you overcome?
Oh my gosh.
You got a very warm and genuine smile, by the way.
Thank you. I get that a lot. I appreciate that.
You're either a good actress or just a genuinely happy person.
It's
one of the two.
It could be both. I think I'm both. I did acting class in like high school, and I'm pretty good at that too. But some of the problems I've overcome, sexual trauma is a big one.
As in, like,
I was
abuse
assaulted, when I was 6 years old by a family friend.
Yeah, me too. Kind of the same age, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay, we have that in common. So, yeah, that.
And that carried with you through?
Probably up until like, I'm 32 right now, probably up until 27 years old, I would say. Really started dealing with it in therapy early 20s, and then it just manifested into all these other types of traumas, like other things that have come up sexually between ages 6 and early 20s, plus religious trauma, plus just like perfectionism and the intersectionality of traumas that kind of, you have to deal with. I think a lot of people have to deal with in their 20s and 30s and beyond. So yeah, that's like a snippet of it.
All right, so the thing that happened to me, well, I didn't realize the effect it had on me, but one effect it did was that. So I'd be with someone physically, and I wasn't really there. I was kind of disassociated. And it was almost like watching myself perform the act. I wasn't like inside it at all. It's very hard to describe. Almost like my brain split into two, and I'm watching myself do it, and I'm not really engaged with what's going on. Did anything like that happen with you? And like that negatively impacted my relationships, because it's like, well, I wasn't really there.
Right.
And if you're not really there, you're not really with the person, you're not connected. And then they're like, well, what the hell's going on? This person doesn't give a crap. They don't give a shit.
Right.
Anything like that with you?
And you don't, absolutely, that with me. And you don't feel like you can really know the difference between an authentic sexual experience versus that. Because even when it gets better, you don't have that like, you just don't know how good it can be because you're comparing it to such a terrible dissociative experience. So there was times where I thought my sex life was good, and then it got better, and then I had to look back in retrospect and be like, oh, it wasn't that good. I just thought it was good because
it wasn't abuse.
Because it wasn't abuse, and because it was consensual, and even because I orgasm, and because of all these things. But if you're not like fully there, then it could obviously be better. So
a lot of women find it hard to orgasm in sex. Was that an issue that you had?
That oddly wasn't. You would think that it would be, but it honestly, I mean, I think that having a partner who like cares about me, wants me to orgasm, and I've had that partner for 12 years, changes that. But even before him, I don't think that was. I don't know why it wasn't, but it just wasn't. Yeah.
Thank God for that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It's preferable, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not even close to being a bad thing.
Yeah.
So how long you...
But I think, I guess the reason why I'm like, yes, but it's like, I think the ability to orgasm made me neglect the other aspects of sex that needed to be worked on. It's like, I didn't approach working on my sex life or my relationship with sex because I was like, well, at least I could orgasm, when there's so many other aspects of a good sex life. You know what I mean?
Not at all. Talk to me.
So
talk to me. Educate me. School me.
I mean, I did not think that this was going to be a sex podcast, but no, what I mean,
if you're not comfortable talking about
this, as you said, like your presence, mindfulness, connection, like all of the things that lead up to the orgasm, touching, feeling, there's just so many different elements to sex besides just like that final destination. And I think that sex is worthwhile even if you don't get to that final destination. So I think that a lot of our culture revolves around the big O, when like, again, I think there's like many different facets to it. So
that was a tough one for me,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, so?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, like I said, thing that occurred to me made it difficult to experience the big O.
Right.
Number one.
Right.
Thing is, men are always meant to experience the big O. Right? So then women have an expectation that man's going to experience the big O, right? And if man doesn't experience the big O, then what kind of woman is she? So then there's that.
That's
but
fair.
then on the flip side, right, it's like, well, you say you don't always need the big O to have fun. And you're right, you don't.
Yeah.
But there's a general belief that you should. So then, forgetting like me and my experience of the big O, thinking about the woman and her experience of the big O.
Yeah.
So then, like back in the day, there were so many times when it's like, well, like, you're supposed, the idea in sex, right, is that you're there and you're co-creating and you're in the moment. You're not paying you're not really thinking about what's going on per se. You're feeling and going with it and things like this. And wherever it leads, it leads. However, for me, and I know a lot of other men, it's like back in the days, I was very goal oriented, which is my goal is to create as many big O's as is humanly possible.
Oh.
A minimum of one.
Okay.
Minimum.
Yeah.
One is just about what I'd accept.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Be like,
yeah.
okay, I'm not a loser.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
We want about 4 or 5. Now, but the point is this, right? So that sounds great for the woman. It's like, oh my gosh, this guy is dedicated to my pleasure. But it's like trying to solve an equation.
Which is not really how it should be,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that wasn't pleasant.
Okay. So how do you think about it now?
Okay, so I do have embers of that mentality in my subconscious.
Okay.
But fundamentally, it's like
Yeah.
I'm just there
Yeah.
with the person
Yeah.
and going where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the ideal. And I sometimes I can't do that every single time. That is still my goal. I won't lie. Like, it's not like my sex is perfect every single time. No. I still deal with just thinking about other things, or like not being in the moment, or thinking about how we've had sex in the past and then it ends up being repetitive. Like, there's still things to work on. Maybe there will always be things to work on, just like every other aspect of our human nature. But like, I'm still developing, you know? I'm still becoming the best person I want to be, sexually, romantically, all the things. So I started off by saying, oh, it's great to be me, but that doesn't mean that, like,
It's
I
great,
don't have
but it's
things
not
to work at.
perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, it's funny.
Let me amend that.
I've got a little bit of a compliment for you. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was on Instagram today and I saw this reel, right? And there was a white guy who was streaming.
Okay.
And it was like the whitest white man you've ever seen, right? Okay. And he's very white. Okay. And he's reading questions from his chat. And then one of the questions is, would you ever date a black girl? And now I'm paraphrasing, but he goes, yeah, of course. But my taste in black women is a bit more refined than the black women you get today. So give me, he goes, give me a Lauryn Hill black woman.
Okay.
Give me a Angela Bassett. Give me a Pam Grier. Nowadays, I see these black girls that look like Glorilla or Sexy Red. And
I guess in terms of popularity, yeah.
But you know, like Sexy Red, right? That whole look.
Yeah.
And it's like, they just look like CIA psyops there to destroy the black community. Black women, you're beautiful as you are. Like, you know, wear your natural hair in X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So what he was saying is, he's very much attracted to black women, but he wants one that looks natural.
Okay.
Right?
Probably could have found a better way to say that, but...
I mean, I'm paraphrasing.
I know.
I'm really paraphrasing.
Okay.
The comment section was full of black men saying, oh, gosh, he's right. Like, he ate.
Okay.
The comment section was full of black men like, I didn't expect to agree with this, but I agree completely.
All right.
And the point is, you look like what he was talking about. There you go.
Thanks. I love a compliment, but I don't like a compliment that has to do with putting other women down, especially other black women down, because I don't think that, like, the Sexy Red or Glorilla is a bad look. It's their look.
I mean,
like, obviously it's his taste, but it's like, why not just compliment Lauryn Hill for looking like Lauryn Hill? Like, why not just be like, I love when women look natural, as opposed to, like, bringing other bad examples into the conversation when, like, they're beautiful too. You know what I mean? It's just,
I don't know. I mean, I don't think he meant anything by it. I think he was just trying to say, because, like, what he was basically trying to say, as I understood it, is, so someone goes, oh, you know, would you date a black woman? It's like, yes, but it's like, what I'm thinking when I think black woman and what I suspect you're thinking is probably not the same thing. Because, like, that look, you know, the Lauryn Hill is like a bit more classic, and you tend not to see it that much today. So he's trying to explain that, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
Anyway, point being, what was it like for you with men before you met your husband?
I mean, okay, so I was like 17, 18, 19, 20. So...
You've been with him since you were 20? I see.
Yeah. But my first boyfriend actually was when I was 13 and 14. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but we were together for like a year and a half. And that was genuinely my first love. And I think actually that made me like have very high standards from a very early age. And so when guys would approach me, I would be pretty cutthroat in terms of like, no, I don't want you just because you want me. Like, a lot of my girlfriends in high school would say, like, oh, why don't you, like, date him? Like, he's so attractive, he has muscles or whatever. I didn't care. I was like, because we don't have the same values. I don't know how many people were talking about that in that way in high school. It was just like, whatever, he's hot and he's nice.
So
that's enough.
What did this guy at 13 and 14 do that was so epic
That's a good question.
that he set the standard for every man to come?
I mean, I think we just talked about real life and real things and again, this is basic because it's 13, 14, but at the time it didn't feel basic. But like emotions and how we respond to things and what we wanted out of our lives and like what we valued in terms of our families and our futures. And I don't think that a lot of the guys approaching me after that cared to talk
You
that
having
deeply.
those conversations at 13 and 14?
Yeah. Yeah. Oddly
That's
enough.
rare.
Yeah. And the reason why we broke up is because we realized actually, even though a lot of our values were the same, our life trajectories would be different. He wanted to join the military. I thought about, like, I dreamt of being a army wife or whatever. And I was like, okay, no, that's not going to be me. Let's be real. But yeah, we had those conversations.
All right. So,
Oddly enough.
so here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
People like that are rare in your 30s. I mean, you're not dating anymore, but trust me, they are.
Yeah.
Right? They're even rarer when you're 13 or 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So after the bar has been set sky high by this guy, what the hell was it like then before you met your husband? Because what I'm hearing you say is, this is what I'm hearing. So me and my first boyfriend had incredibly deep conversations about life, maybe the universe, what we wanted, who we were, our values, etc. And that's what I need from a relationship. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
But then after you split, I highly doubt you were getting that from most of the guys you spoke to.
Right. Which is why I didn't have anyone I personally would call my boyfriend until I met my husband. I had flings, longer term situationships, even some exclusive things, but not like someone that I personally was like, oh, this is my boyfriend until I met my husband.
Right. And how did you meet your husband?
In college, probably drunk. But like actually.
Was it love/lust at first sight?
No, not at all.
No?
No, not at all.
Was it one of those situations where you took a look at him and you didn't really think much of him? Who's this dweeb?
Yeah, kind of.
Who's this punk?
And he knows this, so if he watches this, he won't be surprised. So he was a year older than me. We went to Duke, and they have these things called selective living groups. So it's like a co-ed frat is the best way to describe that. And he was in the same one. And so it's something that you rush, like you go to events to be selected to be a part of this group if you like the group or whatever. Anyway, I gave you that context because since he was the year older than me, I had to like meet him in that type of environment. And he wasn't even like interacting with people that much. He kind of just like stayed in his room. So he seemed like just a shyer person. And I was just like, okay, like, hi, nice to meet you. He exists or whatever. And then he took a gap year. And then when he came back, we were in the same year. And that's when I started to get to know him a little bit more. He was just like, friends with my friends a little bit more. And then he would host like afters in his room and stuff. And there was one time where, okay, this is quite, it's quite honest, but I was a bit of a
space, don't worry.
College, okay. Sometimes you just cuddle with people, especially as a girl. You know, it's getting colder, November.
Are we saying cuddle with inverted commas?
No, like genuinely just cuddle.
You genuinely just cuddle?
Yeah, and I did that with like multiple people. Like,
I don't think I cuddled a single person in college.
What? It's like a cuddle whore. Anyway.
Okay. We went to different colleges.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So while that was happening, he asked me, he goes, so
he volunteered his services to cuddle.
Yes, yeah. Okay. And he asked me, do you have any feelings for me? Like,
during
do you
the
feel
cuddle?
anything? Yeah. And I said, no.
You know what? He's a strong guy.
He is.
Because the way you said that is like, I could break a guy.
He is. And I genuinely, in retrospect, I think that played such a big role in the development of our relationship, because the way he responded to that was so mature, was so respectful, and he was just like, okay, like, didn't push it, didn't say, like, well, why are you here? Oh, I don't like you anyway, you know, none of that toxic behavior. And it was just like, it felt good and natural. And then it wasn't that immediately I thought, oh, well, he's respectful, so now I like him. It was just, that was that. I didn't have interest in him at that time. Then
did you feel anything in that moment?
No,
but like,
I was being honest.
Was it, what I'm thinking is, was there any kind of reaction to his reaction in that moment? Was any part of you that expected, oh, he didn't lose his temper, or he didn't do X, he didn't do Y?
In that moment, not really, because I think that I had the intuition of, like, I wanted to cuddle with him because he felt safe in the first place. So it didn't necessarily surprise me that he responded that way until reflecting on it, like, later outside of that moment. And then probably within a few months, I was like, wow, like, especially after I had other experiences with men after that, I'm just like, ugh. Like a lot of
put him into perspective.
Yeah, put it exactly. And then beyond that, I think I just got to know him more. About 6 months after that experience, I really did start, I was like, I just like him. And it wasn't because he was waiting, it wasn't pushing, I wasn't thinking about it. It was just naturally, organically, like, oh, I really like this guy. Yeah.
So as you know, there's like tons of guys that most men feel like they have to like try to like get quote unquote what they want from a woman.
Yeah.
And if they don't get it, they get annoyed.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, so something happened to me which kind of showed me what you're speaking about. She's like my first girlfriend.
Okay.
Right. Basically, when we were getting together, she was like, hey, we're not going to have sex today. We're not going to have sex today. I genuinely didn't care.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet, cool. Like, all right, whatever. And then eventually we ended up having sex because, like, me showing that I genuinely did not care made her think, oh, well, actually, I think I kind of want to do it now.
Right. And it makes women feel safe.
Well, yeah.
You know, it makes anyone feel safe, I would assume.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, so at what point did we realize that we're starting to get feelings then? So you told me about the time when you're like, no, I feel nothing. Drier than the Sahara.
Yeah.
No.
It's so funny because I wish he was here because he tells the story so.
I wish he was here too. Yeah.
He's so funny.
Because he'd be like, nah, that's actually not what you said. Like,
no,
that's
it.
You were wildly into me. Why you lying?
No.
Bitch, why you lying?
No. He would literally say that story, but it's just like, he goes, and she just gave me a hard no. Like he says it like that.
No.
Yeah. It's just funny the way he says it. But it's the same story, I swear.
Right. So quick tangent before you say when you realize you liked him.
Okay.
So my parents have been together for like 50 years, basically.
Beautiful.
Over that. Anyway, they always tell the story of how they met. Here's the thing. So my granddad had a shop, a store, as you Americans would say.
Yeah.
And my dad and my aunt used to work in the store. My mum was like a secretary or something and used to go to the store to get whatever on her lunch break. Dad sees my mum. Of course, at the time, he's not my dad. At the time, she's not my mum.
Yeah.
He likes to look at my mum. So then he starts to he arranges with my aunt to make sure that he has a lunch break at times when mum is basically going to be coming to the store.
Okay.
All right, cool. Anyway, then at some point they start talking, but effectively it's like, they have told that story so many times over the years, and to this day, I don't know who actually liked who. Because Dad will tell you that Mum was desperate for him.
That's
right?
hilarious.
She was desperate. And she took one look at him and she's like, my God, this is the man. And then Mum saying the exact opposite.
That's funny.
You know, you just reminded me of that.
No,
but yeah.
We tell the story the same way. But there are other stories, you know? Like, that's the first story, and then there was the second story of me when I realized, oh, I like him. He was having one of his little afters in his single in college, and people started trickling out, and I just kind of lingered there. Ooh. And also the same story, but
same story, but in reverse.
No, yeah, it essentially. Reverse. And I was just like looking for my shoe, which was under the bed, like it was under the futon.
I wanted an excuse to stay.
Yeah. I was just pacing back and forth.
Okay, but so here's the thing.
And then he's like, the way he describes it, he's like, I was just wondering, what is she doing?
You're like,
Why is she?
get out.
Oh, wait. She's lingering. I know what that means. And then we hooked up and the rest is history.
All right. So what I'm hearing, because you said that that's when you realized you liked him.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's when you realized you liked him. I think that's when you acted on realizing that you liked him. Because
Yeah,
it sounds to me like,
probably.
yeah. Because I'm guessing like that whole day, evening.
To be honest, actually, I don't know. Like, I genuinely feel like it was that night where I was just thought, wow.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
could be
That night.
interesting.
So this is my point.
Okay,
So
okay.
What I'm getting at is,
Okay, let's see.
what did you see?
Okay.
What was going on?
Yeah.
What was happening that made
The
you
nitty-gritty.
think, ooh,
I think it was the way he was treating everybody. He was treating other people. Because I think,
was it the way people were treating him as well?
yeah, just like the connection, the relationships, but I think especially the way he's treating people, because at that time, and I'm sure so now, like men can treat you however, and they can be super nice to you and like care for you and, you know, whatever, take you out, buy you things, compliment you, da-da-da-da-da. But that's because they want something. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. But what really speaks to someone's character is how they treat people that they're not trying to
People have got
sleep
nothing to
with
gain
or
from.
or have a relationship with. Exactly. And just being there in that moment, and I was just like, oh my God, like he's just so kind and generous and thoughtful and remember that thing about that person. And, you know, I just noticed that really heavily that night. And I was like, I'm attracted to you.
I see. All right.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so how did the relationship go from there?
What do you want, the short story or the long story?
I mean, we got time, right?
Yeah.
Average time, we got 33 minutes.
After that, so obviously we're in this group. We have mutual friends. We did hook up that night.
Like, did you
Spoiler
become
alert.
a couple more or less straight away?
No, I would say no, because I mean, maybe it took like a month or two after that, and some funny stories. So we hooked up that night. Great, fine. And then we're like,
You
okay,
get what you want, don't
we're
you?
gonna.
Gosh.
And then yeah.
Gosh.
So I was like, it wasn't the exact reverse story
You're a
because
go-getter,
he
aren't
didn't
you?
tell me. But after that, we just kind of kept talking casually. It wasn't like immediately we're boyfriend and girlfriend. We actually had a lot of honest conversations about the risk of being boyfriend and girlfriend because of the mutual friends, because of the same living group. You know, you're like, oh, well, if we start dating and then we stop, like, it just gets messy and weird, which I think is like honestly overplayed. I think people even our age talk about that, like, oh, can't date in the same friend group because they'll get messy. If you like each other, that's worth the risk, in my opinion. But that's a separate conversation. Anyway, so we had conversations about that. So then we just kept being exclusive for X group. So for example, first week, let's say, we would say, okay, we are not exclusive, but we're exclusive for this living group. Like you can't date anybody else in this living group. But we're not exclusive for Duke University. You know, you can date other people. Then the following week, we'd be like, well, actually, let's be exclusive for this whole university. But like in Durham, it's fine. Following week, maybe like North Carolina. You know? And we just kept branching out in terms of our exclusivity and in terms of what would make us comfortable. Which in retrospect, I think that was like a very, again, honest and it's like how we were feeling in the moment conversation. We didn't just jump to, oh, well, we should be boyfriend and girlfriend because we like each other and we should be exclusive right away. Or, oh, I don't want to be exclusive with you at all because I'm just trying to be a free floaty bird. We were like, let's talk about how we can make this work for us.
See, I hear that. I'm also hearing a little tiny tinge of we both want this, but we're slightly scared.
Absolutely.
We're
But
slightly
that
scared.
fear is still like a real emotion that should be like accounted for, you know? And if you're both feeling it, like deal with it however you need to deal with it. Like, we admitted that too. We were like, we're scared.
We're not exclusive in Carolina.
Yeah.
Right? No, we're exclusive in Carolina, but not in the US.
It's chicken shit for sure, but it's like,
now,
we were 20,
we're exclusive
so.
in the US, but if either of us goes to Russia, then we can do what we want.
And then
Are you
summer
guys exclusive
came.
in Bali?
Yeah, we're exclusive.
Okay.
But
You've had that
sometimes we've
conversation.
had open things in other places, like, but we're exclusive in Bali. Yeah.
You have done that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's me thinking you guys were really traditional. Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you
But
don't
that's
know
what I'm
some-
saying. Like, we just make the relationship our own. We just do what we want to do at the stage in which we want to do it. And I think that's how you last for 12 years. You can't just follow somebody else's rule book.
That's a good point. Like, who the hell says how a relationship has to look? All right, so I do have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so in Bali.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I look around Bali, I see a lot of attractive people.
Yes.
Sexy
This is true.
people.
Yes.
Right? I see hot bodies every day.
I love living here.
I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I don't dislike it in any way, shape, or form, right?
Okay, yes.
The bikinis and whatnot.
Okay, what's the question?
You can surely see where I'm going with this.
I'm scared. Okay, no, I don't. Oh,
Okay,
maybe.
no, don't
like,
be- no need to be
are we
scared.
tempted? Is that the question?
Yes, effectively. What the hell is it like, right? Because it's one thing to be living in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, right.
One thing to be living in Wisconsin with your husband. And then it's another thing to be in Canggu Beach, right? You're at 𝐍𝐢𝐜𝐬, yeah? And the fitness models, this,
Yeah.
so what I'm getting at is, how is that for you guys?
Yeah. So I'll speak for myself instead of saying for both of us, because he's not here. For myself, I don't think it's difficult. And I think it's not difficult because it's like we've built this relationship together and like genuinely no one can touch that, you know? And I think that's why even in times where we've decided to like be open for an experiment in this country, it hasn't been like entirely threatening because like, again, if someone's able to steal my husband because they're so hot over one night, then my husband should be stolen. Like, I don't want him. Like, that's not the type of person I want to be with anyway. And it just seems like, I'm not trying to be like delusional or naive, but it seems close to impossible that could happen at this point because of what we've built.
I mean, that's the kind of attitude you need, though, right?
I guess, because then that fuels the confidence in each other and it fuels the trust, which is necessary.
Like, you know,
and like we're open about like, yeah, people are hot, and that's I want him to think people are hot. I would think
you want him to think
it would be weird to me. Again, I'm not telling anybody else how to think, but it would be kind of weird to me if he didn't think the other women were attractive. Then I'd be like, I don't know if I can trust you thinking that I'm attractive. Like, if you don't think, like, do you have eyes? You know, like that's kind of how I view it. It's like, if someone doesn't think any art is beautiful, then how can you trust their opinion on art?
That's a good point. Yeah, so like, I'm a writer.
Yeah.
So if I was with a woman and she's like, I love writing, your writing is incredible, but I don't like any other authors. Like, what,
Exactly.
Do you really?
Exactly.
How am I supposed to appreciate your opinion on my art?
But if they
right?
start listing some authors that they like and it's the same authors that you like, or you can appreciate those authors, you're like, oh, you have good taste. Like, I want my husband to have good taste. Like it.
Have you guys opened relationships slightly in Bali at times?
Yes, but I don't want to talk too much about that.
Fine.
Just in case.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need any details. But jealousy isn't an issue.
No, and when we've done that here, it's been together. So that's also different than separately.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will say there's been 2 times in my relationship that I've been jealous. Only 2.
Only 2?
Yeah.
In 12 years?
12 years, yeah.
That's not bad.
1.
So you're jealous once every 6 years?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I could live with that. I think most men would take that.
Yeah,
She'll get jealous once every 6 years. Like, yeah, I can
And
handle
you'd be
it.
shocked at what. I mean, not
Was
the
it-
first one. The second one is shocking.
Shocking as in like it was a really small thing for you to do.
Yes.
Go on. What was
Yeah,
it?
yeah. The first one was like just because we weren't. Actually, I don't even know if you can consider it being in our relationship because it was before we were exclusive, as in exclusive for everybody, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And we were at some house party at college, and he was playing beer pong. This is the most like U.S. college story ever. He was playing beer pong with this girl, and then I got upset, and then I took some random hot guy I could find and played beer pong against them, and then they won. And
Beer pong.
yep. And it was obviously like, it seemed
So
to me that he
you
was
want him
flirting
to
with her.
find other women hot and sexy,
But that was
you'll be damned if he plays beer pong with them.
Now he can play beer
Right,
pong with whoever he wants.
over your dead body, right?
It was just because there was no security. Like, I was genuinely insecure, as in there was no security within our relationship because we had not established that we were exclusive. And so literally that night, he's like, oh, I need to establish this because I see that she's jealous and feeling insecure, and he felt bad. And he's like, but I do want you. And so that's actually the day that we became actual boyfriend and girlfriend, which is hilarious. And then the second time was one of the, like, when we were doing our little open experiment thing and we came back and talked about it. I didn't care about anything that he did besides he held hands with a girl. Ooh, I was upset.
It's okay. So,
Isn't that crazy?
so here's something I've heard, right? So I'm going somewhere with this, right?
Okay.
So you know there's like women that sell their services for sex, right?
What?
You know, prostitutes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going somewhere with this. Now, from what I hear, they tend to have a rule which is they don't kiss, right? Which I imagine, don't worry, don't need to fold your arms. We're going somewhere good with this.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, which I imagine is because kissing is really intimate, right? So it's like, I'm prepared to do this, right? But kissing, that's a step too far because that's for my man, right? So now what I'm hearing from you with regards to what you said is, it's one thing to commit the act, right? You see, once you're holding a bitch's hand, now it's like you guys have got a
She doesn't have to
connection.
be a bitch, but yes.
But you know,
yeah.
now you're holding a hand.
That's the sentiment.
Now
Yeah.
it's like there's a connection.
Yeah. I was like, what's that for? That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, like, he didn't technically do anything wrong or outside of any boundary that we established.
Does he get jealous?
Does he get jealous? Yeah, I feel like he's gotten jealous.
More so than you or about the same?
I would say probably about the same, probably a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not like a very jealous person. He doesn't want to hear things so much. I don't know. He gets protective and he gets annoyed by men. But I kind of see that some people might see that as jealousy. I see that as like he wants people to respect him in certain environments and respect the fact that we're together. And sometimes men don't. And sometimes men push those buttons.
So you'll be in situations where men are aware that you guys are together.
Right.
They're aware.
Right.
You got your arm around each other or whatever.
Right.
And then they still try.
Yeah. Even if it's like subtle, I think he thinks that's disrespectful. And I agree.
What kind of stuff do they do?
Just like maybe start talking to me and then like completely ignore him or like put themselves in between us, like with their backs to him. And I don't know, just things that are, you can say like, and that's the problem because if it was so explicit, then he could say, well, why are you doing this? This is my wife. But because they're so subtle, they're like deniable. And that's what makes them even more annoying. Like that type of move, you know.
How do you guys deal with that when that happens?
He'll tell me afterwards, like, that guy was flirting with you. And I'll be like, oh. But that is something that he gets a little annoyed with me about. He's like, you don't know when people are flirting with you. And I want you to be more aware of that. And I've understood that. And I feel like I've done that. Yeah.
All right. So you guys have a policy then to like, what am I trying to say? Ignore situations like that and just like kind of diminish them and downplay them. Well, here's what I'm trying to say. Like where I'm from in Birmingham, England,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
My family's all Jamaican, right?
Yes.
So, the accepted thing for a Jamaican man to do in that situation is to confront that man. And to make it known that there'd be violence. Right? That's the accepted thing. And I'm not saying that that's the right thing, but I'm saying, like, where I come from, that's what people do. Okay? Like, that's my fucking wife. Get the fuck out of here right now.
Yeah, so we've had conversations about that, and that is what he would want to do. And I've told him,
this is where I'm going with this.
Please, no, like, you know, he's like, he's wanted to start fights in like bars and stuff because of certain things. And I'm like, no, please don't. And we've genuinely gotten into a fight about this because he's like, I need to do what I need to do in order to respect you, respect myself, respect our relationship, you know, all of that. And I completely understand that. And I completely understand that line of thinking. But I'm also just like a very nonviolent person. And I'm like, anything that we can do to avoid it, / sometimes I feel like I can stand up for myself. But we've come to some sort of agreement that if they are, like, if it's physical, like if they touch me, then like all bets are off.
Okay.
But
so I'm sitting here and I'm listening to this, right? And I'm thinking, all right, I side more with your husband on this, right? But that's me, like, with my masculine sensibilities, right? But I see where you're coming from. But I side more with him, and like, here's how I tend to resolve things like that: to call out the behavior. Yeah. So, for instance, some guy's talking to you, right? I'm your husband. I'd be like, all right, so yeah, you want to try and fuck my wife? All right, cool, man. Like, let's see how well you do. And then as he's talking to you, I'd comment on what he's doing. So, hey, baby, do you think he's funny? So now he's trying to do X, Y, and Z. And you see how he's standing here. He's trying to, exactly, that's the point. That's the point, right? And like make eye contact with the guy. I just look at him. Like, how well do you think this is working for you, bro? Is it going well?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like, you still wanna? Hey, but you're hanging in there, though. Look at you, bro. Look at you. You are hanging in there. Well done. Just make it really awkward for the guy. I've done that a few times.
I mean,
so by
he'll
the way,
probably watch this and be like,
what's your husband's name? What's your husband's name?
Panda. People call him Panda, but his name is John.
Okay, so Panda, if you're watching, right? Like, that's what you do. It really works, right?
He would want to do that. He's probably gonna be like, yes, exactly.
I'm genuinely telling him to do it. Make eye contact with the guy. Don't break it at all, right? Make the man really uncomfortable. Comment on everything he's doing. So he's doing subtle things to get your wife. You directly call out what he's doing and just clown on him the whole time. Make it awkward. Yeah? And there you go. Eventually the man will get weirded out and he will leave. There you go. No fists have to be thrown, but at the same time, you don't feel like a bitch. Right? And there we go. And you've got rid of the threat. There we go.
Yeah, that's a good compromise. If no fists are thrown.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because the thing is this, right? Here's the thing, and here's why your husband's annoyed.
Yeah.
Thing is this. You got a man who's there with a woman, right? So, like, there's a language that all men speak, which is the language of violence, right? Good or not, who the hell knows, but it's a language we all speak. You're there with your husband. Every man in that venue, assuming it's like kind of clear you're together, they know, okay, so she's with him, she's off limits. When a man's like, fuck that, I'm going in anyway. What he's literally saying is this guy that you're with is nothing. I have no fear about this man whatsoever. So, like, for instance, if I was to, if some guy was to try and take a woman I was with and he's actually going to try, like, we're going to fight now.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And he's saying,
what can
this guy do to me?
Yeah.
It's like, you're nothing.
I like that. I like that more than, like, jumping to just, like, aggression. Because I think the aggression makes it seem like that guy has any sort of power or you know, it's like, why even spend that? That's kind of my point. It's like, why even spend this energy on this man that...
I mean, it's fear. It's fear. It's fear. Because, like...
Fear what?
Like, in order to be angry, you have to be scared. You don't get angry without fear. And the fear is losing the woman that you love. That's the fear.
But I think that's why I'm like... what's the point? Because I'm not going anywhere, and I want him to trust that, you know.
I mean, it sounds like he does. I mean,
right?
Because you're not.
It's more of just like a.
Because he's not actually having these fights.
Right. But he's not actually having these fights or even escalating the situation because of me, though. Because I've told him I don't like that. Not because he wouldn't want to.
Panda, just clown the guy. I'm being really serious. It works a treat. It really does. Yeah.
Oh, we'll see. I'll report back next time.
All right. Is there anything you would like to say? Oh, I've got a question for you in a little bit.
Okay.
Actually. Not right now.
Oh.
But I'll ask it towards the end.
All right.
Is there anything you would like to say? Or any questions that you have, like, about men or anything like this? Like, if you could ask, is there anything about men that kind of confuses you or you don't understand? And if you could get, like, an honest answer from a man who would give it to you straight, you would ask that question?
It's tough. Not off the top of my head, to be honest, because I feel like if I have a question about men, I can ask my husband or some of my male friends. Like, I feel like I have good male friends. And
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not, like... I'm a very open book with my friends, and so, no, there's nothing that I feel like is mysterious about men, honestly. I feel like men are pretty easy to understand.
Yeah, go on.
No disrespect.
Are you saying that we're simple creatures? Is that what you're trying to say? That's what you're trying to say.
No, you're not simple, but you're just, in general, obviously, everybody's different. But this is generalizations. Men tend to be a little bit more straightforward. No, not underdeveloped. I think like one-track minded a lot of times. It's like, okay, I want this, I want to get this. And I feel like, in general, women are more, like, associative. And there's a lot of different parts and layers. Men are more like this, and women are more like this.
Gotcha.
Please don't put that in, like, a soundbite, because it's so general. And there's so many exceptions. And I feel like I have both within me. I feel like you probably have both within you. So, but in any case, I don't feel like I have any particular questions about men right now.
Gotcha. So, Ray, do not make a reel out of that, okay?
Yes, please.
Do you connect with women as easily as men? So, like, friendships and that kind of thing?
I feel like I connect with women way more easily than men, but not because of my personality. I think more so because of, like, social constructs. I think that men are afraid to be afraid might be an aggressive word, but, like, cautious to be like closer to me as a married woman. They're like, oh, I'm disrespecting your husband or something like that.
Is that something he'd be okay with?
Yeah, absolutely.
But
they don't expect him to be okay with that. And, like,
sense.
Socially it's not the norm.
Yeah. So prior to the marriage, is that something that...
Yeah, I had, like, close guy friends. And I feel like that's something I've missed.
As many as with women, like, kind of equal? Like, I'm trying to work out if you just generally connect with men as easily as with women.
I feel like initially, yes, but then my girlfriends, even in, like, high school and college, were closer because I think I'm able to have deeper conversations with women. I think women are able to have deeper conversations with me back, especially at that time. Like, we're so young. Yeah, so it's hard to...
I think on average women are able to have deeper conversations than men.
On average,
I think.
Yeah, I would say I think too.
Yeah, I haven't conducted a survey.
And, like, maybe it's not about ability, but it's just about, like, again, social constructs, like, what the norm is, what people expect from each other, all of that. Like, there's a lot there, Like, men's ability to connect with their own emotions, men's ability to decide that it's okay to share their emotions, the whole thing.
Right.
There's a lot there. But that doesn't mean that men aren't able to establish deep connections, obviously. My husband has great connections with men, so.
Sounds like a good guy.
Yeah.
All right, so final two questions. Who's your favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper?
Mm-hmm. Rapper?
First.
Yeah, your favorite rapper?
I'm like, it was, like, so random.
I know.
The first thing that comes to my mind is Kendrick Lamar. Probably.
All right, that's question number one. Question number two, which is, what's your favorite Eminem track?
Probably Till I Collapse.
Ooh, that's one of my favorites as
Yeah.
well. All right. So now, question number
Good
3
in many
is,
different environments.
I need you to rap 30 seconds or so of Till I Collapse.
Why?
Because I'm manifesting Eminem being on this show,
Okay.
right?
Till I collapse, I'm spilling these tracks long as a feeling to the day that I drop. You'll never say that I'm not killing them. And when I am not, then I'ma stop penning them. And I am not hip hop, and I'm just not Eminem.
Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop sending them. Women are caught and wed, spinning shots of penicillin could not get the ill in the stop. Amoxicillin's just not real enough.
I don't know the rest.
The criminal cop.
Keep going.
The criminal, the minimal swap to cop millions of pop listeners. You feeling with me, feeling it or not, you're
Give
gonna
it a
feel
spirit,
it.
'cause
I'll show you the spirit
that
that God lives in us. You hear it a lot, lyrics to shock. Is it a miracle or
am I just
product of pop fizzing up? Fascism or nizzle, this is the plot. Listen up, you bizzles for God. Sizzle does not give a fuck. There we go. Thank you. All right. Oh, no, hold on. That's the last verse of that. Oh, God, no. Soon as a verse start, I eat in an MC's heart. What is he thinking? About to go against me smart. And it's absurd how people hang on every word. I'll probably never get the props I feel I ever deserve. But I ever reserve. If I ever leave Earth, that'll be the death of me first. Cause in my heart of hearts, I know nothing can ever be worse. That's why I'm clever when I put together every verse. My thoughts are sporadic. I act like I'm an addict. I rap like I'm addicted to smack, like I'm 𝐞𝐜𝐤𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬
some rappers.
And
So
this is like
not
a full-blown attack. I'm launching Adam. No. I don't even think that the fact that I'm still mad as a platinum plaque is whack if I'm not the baddest. There we go.
The roof comes up, to the lights go out, to my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, to the smoke goes out, and my heart will out. I'ma whip this shit.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, let's do Kendrick Lamar now. Let's just make this whole thing a rap thing. No,
You know
I'm kidding,
what?
I'm kidding.
I don't know. Do I actually know? I don't know any Kendrick. You know?
What?
I mean, like, I literally know. All I know is, like the Drake one. You know the Drake one. I mean, like, he did a few, granted, but you know the one. Yeah, like. Yeah.
I don't know the Drake one. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I don't actually. If you I think we got 8 minutes. You got one more?
No.
Is there like another track you like?
I know. I'm like, there's like too many for Kendrick. It's like hard to choose, you know.
All right. How about Biggie, Tupac? All right. Okay. I guess we're done.
Yeah.
We're done. All right. So that has been an episode of the Man Manual podcast. All right. So basically, would you like your contact details on screen?
Sure.
Yeah.
Which ones? Sure. If you want to follow me and ask questions.
Yeah, if you'd like to follow her and ask questions, well, they're on screen, right? Make sure her contact details are on screen. Something I always say, and oh God, I keep saying I should say this at the start of the episodes, and I never do. Because by the end, there's like a tiny fraction of the people watching that were there at the start. But anyway, please do like and comment and subscribe. And I say that for a couple of reasons. Like, number one, when they do it, they're telling the algorithm to forward it to more people. You know, that's how these algorithms work.
Yes. People
engage and goes, oh, this is a good piece of content. Let me kick it out to the masses. That's number one. Number two is for my inner child. So my inner child, little Kieran, really likes it when people engage with his stuff. Makes him feel worthwhile and loved. There we go.
Engage.
Exactly. So I should say this at the start, though.
Yeah.
If I said this at the start, loads of people do, but I never do. But anyway, that's
Next
one more
time.
reason. There we go. So yeah, that is it for another episode. And by the way, so that little Till I Collapse rendition, that's the first one I've done. Not of Till I Collapse, but of Eminem in general.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I'm manifesting, right? He's going to be on the show.
He will be.
He's going to be on it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I do that for like 4 fucking years, right?
Oh, yeah. I
eventually,
think so.
it's going to get right to him.
Maybe get someone that can rap it better. I should have chosen a different song. I should have chosen like Lose Yourself. That's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Till I Collapse. I think he'll like Till I Collapse.
Yeah, because
not everybody knows
but
it.
there was passion.
Yeah, there was a lot of
what I
passion.
mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so there we are. Anyway. All right.
Thank you. It was fun.
Yeah.